Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Mandy. In today's video, we're going to talk about the strength radical. Now let's get the 田字格 ready and the pens ready. First of all, let's take a look at the strength character, 力. The 力 means strength. Here is the evolution of these characters. So you can see it's evolved from the shape of a farming tools. Turn the characters into the radical, so it should be smaller. Usually it's at the right side, or it could be at the bottom side. Okay, so now let's get to some words come with the strength radical. The first one, 难. The 难, you can see on top of the characters. This is the field radical, and it pronounced as 田. And the bottom part, it's the strength radical, 力. Okay, so you can imagine back in the ancient time, who would be the strength in the field? Like who would work in the field? Yeah, so that would be man or male. So the characters 男 basically it means the labor who worked in the field. Okay, let's get to some real word about the man. So to say man, the man people, we say 男人. 男 is the male or man. 人 is the people. So it's the word for man. As for the gender, male, and that would be 男性. 男 is the male, 性 is the gender. So when you talk about very specifically the gender, that would be 男性. Move on to the next character. 动. 动, it means to move, because of course you need a lot of strength to move stuff. Here is the evolution of these characters. One interesting thing I want to point out is the traditional form of the dong. As you can see on the left side, it means heavy. And on the right side, it means strength. So you need a lot of strength to move the heavy stuff. But in simplified Chinese, we changed the left part into this, and it means cloud. And it kind of makes sense because you are very powerful and you move things as easy as the cloud. And that's my way to understand the simplified Chinese. Anyway, now let's get to some real word with the dong. The first one, 活. 动. 活动. 活, it means active. 动 is the move. So you're very active, you're moving around. That would be activities. Yes, so we have a lot of different activity. For example, let's say some outdoor activity. That would be 户外. 活动 Okay, so 户外 the 户 is building related and 外 is outside, so building outside, so that would be outdoor. And 活动 is activities, so 户外活动 outdoor activities. And the next word come with the 动 运动 The 运 can also means move, and 动 also move. So move, it makes sports. Yes, and you might also notice they are sharing the same part is the 云 和云. And for the 云, it has a walking radical. For the 动, it has a strength radical. Actually, it really makes sense because sports needs a lot of walking around, going around, and a lot of strength. Okay, so let's see the 运动. For example, you can ask, what sports do you like? That's an easy sentence. 你喜欢什么运动 Okay, very simple questions. 你 you 喜欢 like 什么 what 运动 sports. And the next word come with the 动, also very commonly used. 动物动物 动 is the move. 物 is the things. So the things that move all the time, the substance that move all the time, that would make animal. Another word that's kind of related to it, 植物 The 植, as you can see on the left side, it has a tree and wood radical. So it has something to do with the plants. And the 植, it means plants. 物 is the things. So the things to plant that would make just plants. So let's put this word together. 动物, it would be moving things. That's animal. And 植物 is the plant things. So that would make the plants. Let's continue. The next example. 弩 itself, it could means try hard, work hard. And as you might notice on the top part, why there is a female radical? Well, actually, you should think it as a whole. This one, And this is the 奴 characters. So 奴 和奴, you can see this is the sound radical. One interesting fact about these characters is that 奴, it could mean slaves. I know in these characters, the 奴 serve as a sound radical. Usually it should not bring the meaning to the 奴. But think about it, if you put the meaning in it, it kind of somehow makes sense because the slaves on the top and strength at the bottom, which means the slave work very hard, try very hard to make a living. So it kind of fit the meaning, right? Let's get to some word. We can say 努力. It just work hard, try hard. For example, you can say 努力工作. 工作 is to work. Okay? 努力工作 is working hard, work hard. And you can also say 努力学习. 学习 is to study. So 努力学习, study hard. Let's continue. The next character. 劳. 劳, it means labor, work. Here is the evolution of these characters. And let's get to some word. We can say 劳动. 劳动, it could be just labor, work. Different from the 工作. 工作, it could means work and job. For the 劳动, it emphasized the labor, physical work. And 工作, it emphasized on the work job in general. I'll give you some sentence, for example. For the 劳动, you can say 他在农田里劳动. Okay, so let's see. 他 is he, 在 is at, 农田, 农 is agricultural, 田 is the field. 农田 would be the farm. 里 inside. 劳动 is work because it's laboring work. So 他在农田里劳动. He worked in the farm. And as for 工作, you can say 他 在办公室里工作。Okay, so 他 is he, 在 is at, 办公室 is the office, 里 inside, 工作 work, because this is the work in general. So the whole sentence, 他在办公室里工作. He worked in the office. As for the Lao, here's another word I would also want to introduce to you. That would be Lao Dong Li. Oh, look at this. This word have 1, 2, 3. 3-string radical. Yeah. 劳动力 is the labor force. Workforce. Yeah. The term workforce. And since you worked a lot, maybe if you work too hard and you don't care much about your body health, that would be 劳损. So as for the 损, you can see we have a hand radical on the left. So it has something to do with the action. And 劳损 is labor, 损 damage. So labor, damage, that would be just damage or strength. For example, if you exercise too much, or maybe you don't have a very good habit, and then you would have 肌肉劳损. 肌肉 is the muscle. 劳损 strength. Let's continue. The next character. 助. 助, it means help. And we would say 帮助. 帮助 is the help. It could be a verb and also it could be a noun. I'll show you some sentence. For example, 我帮助他学习中文. Okay? 我 I 帮助 help 他 he him 学习 study 中文 Chinese. In this case, 帮助 is a verb, and in this case, you can say it with or without the 助. You can say 我帮他学习中文 correct? 我帮助他学习中文 correct? 帮助 serve as a noun. You can say 谢谢你的帮助 OK 谢谢 Thanks 你的 Your 帮助 Help. So here the help serve as a noun. 谢谢你的帮助 Thanks for your help. But be careful. Like I mentioned before, when the 帮助 serve as a verb, you can say it with or without the 助. But when it serves as a noun, you have to say 帮助. You cannot say 谢谢你的帮. No, you have to say 帮助 as a noun. Let's get to some other word with the 助. You can say 助手助手 help hand. So this person is helping you with the hands. That would be assistant. 助手. And actually we have another word for assistant. That would be 助理 助 is to help. 理 is to arrange or to fix, to deal with. So this person helped you to arrange stuff, to fix stuff. So that would also make assistant. Moving on to the next character with the strength radical. 攻 攻, as you might notice, this is pretty simple. On the left side, here is the 攻 and it means work. And the right side is the 力, which means the strength. So you work with your strength, and then what would you get? You will get merit. And the very, very commonly used word with the 功 成功 成 is success. 成 also could mean turn into. So turn into married. 成功 that would just be success as a noun. Also means succeed as a verb. Let's get to some sentence. For example, you can say 手术很成 gong. Okay. 手 is the hand. 术 is the skill. It seems pretty simple to write, and actually it have a much deeper meaning. 手术, the hand skill, it makes surgery. 很 is very. 成功 successful. And successful people 成功的人 yeah, just successful people. And another word with the gong, you can say gong, 能 能 okay, 能 it could means can, and here it could also means ability. So things with married. So one thing that come with a lot of ability, then you should give credit for. So 功能 function. For example, you can say 现在的智能手机有很多功能 okay. 现在 now, the is the adjective marker. 智能手机智能 intelligent or smart. 手机 phone. 有 have 很多 a lot. 功能 function. So it's a very straightforward sentence. 现在的智能手机有很多功能。Nowadays, now, the intelligent phone, smartphone, have a lot of function. And one last word come with the gong. It's a very, very Chinese word. It's 功夫功夫 is the word for Kung Fu, the Chinese martial arts. Yeah, so maybe next time when you talk about Kung Fu, why not pronounce it in the Chinese way? It's Gong Fu. All of the words that we mentioned above, they're pretty positive, right? They could be strength, it could be movement, it could be work hard, it could be labor, to work, and it could be to help and merit. They are very positive because you put a lot of strength into this and you made it. And as for the following example, I want to show you some negative words come with the strength radical. Because if you put your strength and effort into a wrong way, that could be something negative. Okay, so the first one. 劫. This is not a good word. It means to rob. If you look closely to the word, you can see on the left part, this is the 去, right? Very, very common. It means to go. And 力, strength. Just a little trick to memorize these characters easier. You can make up a little story to memorize it. Imagine these people, he used his strength to take something and then go. And as for the 劫, let me show you some word. You can say 打, 劫, 打劫, 打, it means to beat. This is the very essential meaning of 打. And 打 could also serve kind of like the verb marker. So you can see 打 a lot in different verbs. Anyway, so 劫 is to rob. So 打劫, it just means to rob. For example, to rob the bank. Rob the bank, 打劫. In hang. Yeah. 银行 is the bank. We already learned about this many times. And we can see a metal radical here. Here's another word for the rob. Just to show you here. 抢. Yeah, the 抢, it could means to fight over. And 劫 means rob. So 抢劫 also means rob. The last character for today. So we have this on top and this underneath. This is 烈. Okay? Before we get to the meaning, let's take a closer look at the characters. On top of it, this is 少. 少, it means less. You. And the bottom part, 力, strength. So you put very few strength, very few effort to make something. So the 劣, it could means poor quality. And to say poor quality, we can say 劣质 劣质 poor quality. And 质 is from 质量 quality. For example, poor quality product 劣质产品 产品 product. Okay, 劣质产品 poor quality product. I'm guessing maybe the pin might caught your attention because you see it has 1, 2, 3. 3 same part put together make a triangle. This type of triangle structure is not very common in the character system, but there is. And there's some more example, and I will talk about it in the upcoming videos. So stay tuned. So anyway, 劣质产品 is the poor quality product. So how do we say the opposite? The opposite would be 优质产品。优 it means excellent. 质 is the quality. 产品 is the product, right? So 优质产品 excellent quality product. That's it for today's video. I hope you enjoy it and you learn something about the strength radical. If you want the practice sheet, you can download it from my website. I'll drop the link down below in the description box. Enjoy practicing. I'm Mandy. I'll see you in the next video.